School Louisville boy like Reese Gaines. I know we were cool back then, but things change. Your chick give me brain, my chicken's free range. Reporting live from the 5.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Crack Paddles podcast. Kevin holding his, we'll get into that. It's been a minute, guys. Kevin's been in the Philippines. He's the new king of Manila. I, of course, had MLP Dallas last week. That's what we're going to be talking about primarily today, but we'll catch up for a minute here. Kevin Dong, what are you wearing there, brother?
What's up? Just, let me be a selfish teammate for a hot second. Just a little bronze medal from the Philippines, brought it back as a little souvenir. It definitely got caught in the airport security, but I was like trying to explain to them it's pickleball, and they're like, okay, sure. But we'll say that for next episode because there's so much going on today with MLP, right? We have a lot of updates and a lot of stuff going on from news and headlines from the past weekend in Dallas, right? So,
yeah. I'm going to take you through kind of my view of the entire weekend, which you may or may not be interested in, but I'm at least, I was out there at one point and I was on the team that finished second, which I don't think a lot of people picked us to do. So I think I have a decent perspective on everything that unfolded in Dallas. I have one question though, Kevin. How was all the flying?
Oh God, the flying. Dude,
how was it? Like, were your flights all on time, turbulence, smooth landings?
Yeah, flight. As far as like the actual flight itself, great. Like, got really lucky. Nothing really got delayed. Any major delays or anything. I actually was on the shortest flight in the Philippines. It was only 30 minutes, and
damn.
By the time we got up to the coasting altitude, they were like, all right, we're now at coasting altitude. You can take your seatbelts off, and then like. They go, oh, wait, immediate announcement. In 1 minute, we're going to start descending. I was like, oh, okay, whoa, what? Like, but no, everything was pretty smooth.
How many people were on the flight?
Probably like 60 to 60 people. Or maybe more, like 60 to 80. Anyway, I used to be able to sleep on planes. For some reason, I struggled so hard this trip to sleep on planes. And I did, finally, on the way home, I got to sleep a little bit. But yeah, no, for the most part, travel was good. Just did not sleep a whole lot, and that's the main theme of the travel, at least for me.
Okay, and what was your longest flight?
I think only 12 hours because I was going through Seattle both ways. So on the way there, I went through Seattle to Seoul, and on the way back, I went through Taipei to Seattle. So it was only like 12
hours. He says.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, when I went to China, it was like 16 hours.
The reason I asked, I am recently, and I guess I've always kind of been, but I am recently just like very into like air travel because I'm flying a lot more, and just like the whole thing like just blows my mind. I think I've talked about this a little bit. Just like the fact that like 3,000 to 4,000 like metal birds take off and land every day without a hitch, like most days, you know what I'm saying? I like have gotten big onto like airline Twitter. Like there are guys that just like go to airports and like film landings, but like they're super into it and they're like, here comes the A30 like coming in with crosswinds, like, and I don't know. I watch all these go-arounds. Like a go-around's never happened to me, but when they'll land and be like, nope, and then go right back up. And I'm like, I don't know. I'm just super into the whole thing. It just blows my mind. So I'm a big aviation guy these days.
The only research I did was which flight on the way back was going to get me the most leg room in economy. And I will say that extra like 2 to 3 inches came in handy because that I think that's the only reason I was able to actually sleep like 4 of the 12 hours on the way home.
There you go. There you go. Well, I'm glad you made it safely. I also just want to apologize. I'm at the Red Roof Inn Plus in Columbus, Ohio, and I'm holding this mic that I bought from Target with my mom's reward points close to my face. I couldn't pack my mic. I couldn't pack my shoes from Dallas. Anyway, I'm on the road for 5 weeks, so just bear with me for today. I'm going back home next week. I should have a good mic then, so just bear with me this week. All right, should we talk about MLP Dallas?
Let's talk about MLP Dallas.
Okay, so I'm
overall
on the
format first.
Slider. Okay, yeah, overall format. Let's do that. So things are a little bit different this year. I don't know the specifics surrounding years past. Obviously, I know there's constantly rule changes and things like that, but I actually liked the format. So basically, you have 2 plods at each event, either 5 or 6 teams in each plod.
Plod or pod?
What am I saying? Plod? It's pod. Yeah,
I was like, wait, what?
I don't know why I'm saying plod, dude. It's been a lot of travel for me, not as much as you. All right. So we got 2 plods. Just kidding, 2 pods. 2 pods. All right. You have 5 teams in one, 6 teams in the other. You basically play everyone in your pod, and then at the end of those 3 days or 4 days, whatever, you have like a Super Sunday or a Super Monday where you play your counterpart in each group. So if you finish third in Group A, you'd play the third place team in Group B, and whoever wins that match wins a certain amount of points, right? So it's like first in each group play for first and second for the overall event, right? Correct.
And then
you're
second
playing
in
for
each
points.
place plays for third and fourth of the overall event. Okay.
Right. And then some teams don't qualify at all for Super Monday. I think it's just the top 4 teams in each division. So if you're, in the group with 5, there's going to be 1 team that's left out. If you're in the group with 6, 2 teams are going to be left out.
Nice.
So again, like for us, we got second yesterday. We got 18 points. 5. I think that's what the breakdown is. And then, 15 for third, maybe 12 for fourth, 10, 8 by going on down the line. And this is obviously all very important just in terms of making the playoffs, which I think 8 teams make the playoffs, I think. Or no, maybe it's 12. It might even be 12, yeah, and for seeding and everything else. So anyway, another thing is last year, I guess, big wins had more merit than small ones, meaning like a 4-0 win was better than 3-1. And then like a DreamBreaker win, if you won 3-2 was worth hardly anything. This year, a win is a win is a win. I like that personally. I just do. I think a win is a win is a win. And so you're not penalized for winning close. Anyway, let's get into the overall experience. I flew from Fort Lauderdale to Columbus last Tuesday. Now, the reason that I did that is because on Wednesday, I did like a little hour spot with the local news in Columbus, kind of promoting MLP Columbus, did some dinks with the guy. I don't know. I don't know if the story ever came out or anything like that. I assume not yet, probably this week. Yeah, the ownership group at Columbus asked me if I would be willing to fly there for 20 hours before Dallas. And I said, yes, if you pay for it. I guess they thought I would do a decent job, or maybe I was the only one who would be willing. Both might have been true. And so, yeah, I went to Columbus on Tuesday to the facility, Pickle and Chill, which is where MLP Columbus will be this week. I did the interview, which was cool. Then I flew to Dallas on Wednesday night after being in Columbus for like 20 hours. And then, yeah, we practiced on Thursday. Got a chance to I had met everyone maybe a little bit, but, hadn't met the general manager, Fern, hadn't met any of the owners who I got to meet and, kind of just hanging out with the team. So we practiced and then we had a team dinner. No, we did not have a team dinner on Thursday. We practiced Thursday and then we scrimmaged the St. Louis Shock. I played mixed doubles with Goins and Elsie the whole time, which was fun.
Wait, who is your partner?
What?
Who is your mixed partner?
Yeah, exactly. So Paris Todd, who is, obviously very, very good. She was suspended for one event because of the Asian Clinic fiasco of 2025. So we didn't have our in theory, our strongest female player. So obviously I'll get into it, but I think we did very, very well considering that. But yeah, so I was playing with some local 13-year-old girl who Eric Lang is the Shock's coach, and he's like, I think I found the best amateur here. Will you play mixed against Elsie and John? And I was like, yeah. So we did, and we got smoked, but it was fun. At least I'd better to do that than just sit around.
Right. And at least get reps, honestly.
Right.
Yeah.
And then me and John played a bunch of singles, and then we did a DreamBreaker at the end, which is fun. The Shock had 200 people there. They had their whole minor league team there. I don't know if they all flew them in on the jet.
Wait, so 200, not 200 staff, but just 200 fans,
Shock people. The whole minor league team came to Dallas. So yeah, look, I mean, say what you want, but the Chavitzes really, really, really care. That's who owns the Shock, Rich and Ross, and you would think this is the New York Yankees, man. I mean, they've got a full film crew. They've got Eric Lang as their coach, who I love. Eric, he's just a good dude, and obviously
great.
He could still be winning matches on both tours,
for sure.
He could.
Dude, he's good. He's good.
Yeah, he's good. I mean, he's obviously doing this. I would assume they're paying him well. And yeah, he's just like a super nice dude and obviously knows the game really well. So, I mean, in terms of like they go all in. And so kudos to them. And then, yeah, it was time for the matches. So Friday we played the Orlando Squeeze, which I think is a very underrated team. Like Fed and Sock are super formidable in terms of men's doubles. Lacey and Millie are very good. Like, it's kind of every match, like everybody's good, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
you have
that
to earn
match
every
ends
single
up,
match.
right. So that match ends up going to a DreamBreaker, which of course it does. So I was drafted as Columbus's DreamBreaker specialist. I've already talked about how important DreamBreakers are this year, way more important than any years past. And I knew like that's the only reason that I got drafted. Like nobody, as hard as I'm going to be working on my doubles this summer, like nobody's drafting me to play doubles, right? Like that's just not like maybe for upside, I don't know, but like at this current moment in time, that's not why I was picked. I think probably a combination of singles and then also like they know that I'm going to be like I'm not going to be like a parasite, right? Like people were pumping me up on Twitter. They were like, AC looks like a great teammate. It's like, yeah, like you know what? This is, who knows if I'll do this again? Like, being on a team, a major league team, like doing this, like it's an experience that I'm trying to embrace, right? So I'm not going to be a dud on the bench. No.
I truly think someone saying that you are a good teammate is such a high compliment, right? That goes beyond just your playing, right? So, at least for me, when someone says that, that's a compliment that really hits home for me.
Yeah, I mean, again, for me, like, a year ago or a year, would I have imagined that I'd be on an MLP team? Like, no. So it's like just to get to do this is like cool, no matter how long, if it's 1 year or whatever. Like, so I'm trying to like embrace the experience, and yeah, I'm gonna try to fire up my team. Like I'm on a dud, like I said. So anyway, with that being said, the fact that this match went to a DreamBreaker, I'm like, oh my god! So like
the very first one,
right? Exactly. Like, oh, here we go. So I mean, I had played singles with Goins, and then me, who's a DreamBreaker guy, and then me and Gabe Joseph, who like he's the closest thing to like me, I would say, in that like he will never touch the doubles court. He knows that. And it's like, all right, like maybe we will, maybe we won't. So like I had practiced with them the last 2 days and was playing really, really well. The knee feels good. Not 100%, but like it's to the point now where I don't think about it when I'm practicing. Like I'm not. There was such a long time where every time I would move, I would be thinking about moving. And I talked about that. I'm not doing that. I'm moving like how I move. Sure, it'll swell up a little bit.
But you have to continue like the rehab and everything else. But like when you're playing, you're not concerned.
Correct. No. Nice. Like I'm not hitting open stance backhands on every freaking shot like I was for a while. Like I'm moving like I normally move. So like I'm like, I have a level of confidence from the last 2 days of practicing, but like, yeah, who freaking knows?
What was your what was the routine to warm up? And like, did you leave the mixed match to go and warm up?
No, so I didn't. Like, and I maybe going forward I will, but that's also like a tough spot because basically like as soon as it's 2-1 for somebody, like, yeah, do you get up like
you gotta go
switch?
And warm up, man.
I think so. And I was going to yesterday against the Mad Drops, but like Ben. At one point, it was like 7-1. I'm like, I don't think Ben's like, I hope we come back, but like Ben doesn't look like he's going to lose this match. It's funny because I was actually going to go warm up with Gabe, who might have been who I was playing against. We were like, you want to go hit a couple balls so we don't embarrass ourselves out here? Anyway, all right. So we go into this DreamBreaker, and I thought maybe I'd get Fed. I don't know. Like Fed beat me last time we played, but obviously I've had success against him. And then there's Jack Sock, and Jack's always been nice to me. He walks out there and he's like, "AC baby."
Have you ever played Jack in a match?
Yeah, he beat me like 8-6 in Virginia, or 9-6
you're right,
in Virginia Beach. It was a weird match. It was delayed. It was rainy. I mean, Jack's obviously very good, but it was a weird match. Like, well, I don't think it was high level from either one of us really. And so he goes up to serve, and the whole time I'm like, just don't hit this serve into the stands, man. Like, just put the freaking ball in play, like, And dude, because they got the air horns going on, they're like, DreamBreaker, and they're like, AC, baby. I'm like, God, man, don't go out here and suck. First return, I rip, like, inside out, almost hit a clean return on the winner, and I see that he's, like, on the dead sprint, so I'm like, all right, I better move in. I move in. hit a volley to the open court. He throws up a lob, and I put the overhead away. We end up
crowd
splitting.
erupts.
Yeah, I was just like, all right, thank God, I want a point. I think we split that first series. He hit like a really good pass on the second ball that I moved in on.
I saw that on Instagram.
We split there. And then by the time I came back in, we were down like 17-5. The reality is, without Paris, like Danny and Alex are both incredible doubles players, and I'll talk about that a little bit. But like, yeah, they don't play singles like really at all. So like we were down bad. We were down like 17-5 last time I came in. It was 2-1. Jack hit like a crazy little pass, and he tapped me on the butt as he ran around. And yeah, I mean, it was over at that point. So I did fine, right? Like I scored the most points on anybody on our team.
You scored 4 points during the DreamBreaker out of your 8 possible.
Three.
Oh,
yeah. Okay. Because he hit that pass. I could have called it out. It would have been 4. No, so I split the first series, and yeah, so I scored more points than anybody else on our team.
Because the team as a whole only got 7 points in the DreamBreaker.
Yeah, it was bad. So
you scored almost half of the team's points.
Right. And again, like I did okay. Like, right. It wasn't a disaster. I got us, to even through the first series.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm happy in hindsight now that it happened, because like it's like, all right, like it's just good to get it out of the way. I would hate for me to like not play one until like the midseason tournament or something, and go out there and just
Literally, even that, and even like the practice scrimmage playing a DreamBreaker against the Shock, like just going through the reps of like, okay, this is what it's gonna feel like. This is like the interruption of rhythm, like all that. Like, I'm sure that has so much value. Like,
sure,
yeah, like any team that doesn't have a DreamBreaker for like the whole season and then finds themselves in one, like that's going to be a disadvantage for them, right? Like later
sure.
on.
And it's like, it's tough for me too. Cause like, if I go out there and stink, they might just be like, all right, play Andre and CJ. Like, It's not like,
it's the kicker. It's the football kicker.
Right. But it's like neither one of them play singles like competitively, but it's not like sure, if I played either one of them in a singles match, 2 out of 3 games, 2-11, I think I would roll. Yes. However, in a 4-point interval, if either one of them gets to the net and you're a little bit tight, like, yeah, like Andre's like 6'5", CJ's 6'5" too. It's not like they're slouches. They've been decent in DreamBreakers.
Yeah.
So I know that at any point in time, if I go out there and lay an egg, like I could lose my role, or at least, whatever. So it's like, it's a lot of pressure, but again, like, pressure is privilege, they say.
That's why you play.
It's like, right? That's why you play, right? So anyway, it wasn't a disaster. We ended up losing that match, but I did fine and was happy to kind of get that out of the way. Yeah, the next day we go on, we beat the Fives. That was our next match. We lost the squeeze, and then we beat the freaking Fives. That was incredible. I guess I'll start about Danny. Like, so much pressure for her to be drafted 3rd and have everybody be like, is she as good? Is like, was it a stupid pick? Yada, yada, yada. She's a stud, man. She's a stud. I've never seen a woman play doubles the way that she does, women's doubles. Like, she plays it like it's mixed. She takes everything out of the air. Her hands are crazy. Like,
dude,
her offense at the line is as good as I've seen from any woman. Like, she could there's certain things, obviously, she can get better at. Like, but as far as like pickleball goes, like creativity at the line, hand speed, all that stuff, best female I've ever seen, just in my opinion. But dude, what do I know?
I've said this before, but like I played Danny last summer.
And I remember we even talked about this on the pod at one point. You getting pieced up by Danny at an MPP.
She ate my lunch, and it was like okay, like yeah, like you said, like she creates a lot of offense, and it was like halfway through the match, we were like, we should literally just grind the guy. Like the guy she was playing with was not as good as her. Like just straight up, like 1 for 1. Danny was a better pickleball player. Yeah, and it just took us too long to realize that. But like she would speed up at me because my partner was just grinding cross court. She would speed up at me. I would be on the counter, nuke one, and she'd be like, "Nope, see you. I'm already there." Like what?
Yeah, man.
It was just like, oh my god. Like I know, like I gotta stay locked in, but it was just like she is like so ready. She's got her patterns locked down. Her hands are insane. It was like, oh wow, like yeah, that was I did not know what to expect, and that was unreal. So I'm sure she's only gotten better and better.
And like also like off the return, the way that she covers the middle is like a dude. Like she in women's doubles, I feel like you don't see that a ton, where like the left side player comes over and like takes the
the fourth on the
like
move.
exactly. Like Danny's wingspan is so good that like so many balls look like good drive. She just slides and just bop. You know what I mean?
Nice.
So I was so impressed with her. Like I honestly will be shocked if she's not a top 3 women's player in the world within the year. Like that's how good I think she is. And again, what do I know? But I'm not the only person who came away from this weekend being like, Danny is the truth.
Hey, speaking of pressure though, because you guys were playing against the Fives, right? So
correct.
I mean, really, the Fives and the Shock, they were the 2 teams that, as a whole, had the most pressure on them, right? Like obviously Danny, maybe the biggest gap from like relative like relevance versus like being picked 3rd, but the Fives spent the St. Louis Shock spent like over $1 million to retain Anna Bright, right? And then the Fives spent a ton on Georgia Johnson as well. So I feel like as a roster, a lot of people were probably picking those 2 teams to play for first and second on Monday.
And I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that even changes. Like, yes, they ended up. I think the Five struggled more than the Shock, to be honest. Like, Noe and Will didn't have a great record, and Will had a pretty serious ankle injury. Like, so I still don't know if he's like 100%. Yeah. But the Shock, like, pretty much, they did pretty well outside of like Ben got him. Like. They were cruising against the Mad Drops. Like they won men's, they won women's, and then Max and Catherine. Catherine played in. You probably haven't watched all this. I know you're traveling, but Parento played insane in that doubles match with Max. Like Catherine was amazing, and then Ben Johns. Like Ben Johns is still the greatest player of all time, man.
I've seen some of the Ben Johns mix match where like he was playing. Because normally he's playing with Annalise, so he doesn't have to play like super huge man pickleball, right? Like, but since he was playing with Jade, he was like taking like the entire court.
Dude, it was crazy. Wild. It was crazy. I mean, in that match was probably crazier, but even yesterday, like when he played with Jade, obviously to close it out against Andre and Alex, like I was sitting on the bench, like I'm literally like 10 feet away from it. His movement, like. Yeah, man, that guy's on a different planet. Like it was the highest level of pickleball I've ever seen. Like just the patterns, like the hand speed, the footwork, like everything. Like when that guy really, really, really cares, he's still the best player in the world.
What shocked you about the footwork? I'm actually really curious. Like what about it?
Because like normally, like his footwork is always really good, and that like he just always knows where to be, and like he never seems like he's really like. Pushing it in terms of like you see when Hayden's at the line, like you see him like he's like the Energizer Bunny. Ben normally isn't like that, but it was like in this match he was like there were times where he would like Ernie'd and then he would like come back and take the ball from like all the way on the right side, and then he would like just his shot selection in a split second is crazy. Like there were so many of these hands battles where like he'd be in it and then somebody would get him like off balance and he would just like cut it right at their feet. Like I don't know, dude. It was crazy to see like the wizard like that. Like
so it sounds like like you're saying normally he's normally very efficient, but this time he was more like efficient, explosive, and anticipating insanely well. Like
yes,
everything.
Like
possible.
Dude, everything about dude. I can't imagine. You'd have to go back and like watch the match, bro. Like
and there were like some of his in its entirety.
Like he's like crashing his own drives and stuff, which like he just normally doesn't do. And like, but when he does it, like he wins the point. Like it's crazy.
Dang.
And it was actually funny. So I'm kind of like skipping ahead here, but like yesterday when I'm leaving Dallas, I'm like all the way back in the parking lot, like by ALW's bus, like just because I parked further away.
Oh, she's got the bus for the MLP events too.
She's got the bus everywhere, bro.
Okay.
And I actually have a funny story about the bus driver that ties into this. So anyway, like I'm back there. I'm like trying to like condense my suitcase because like I already told you I'm packed with one carry-on bag and my pickleball bag for 5 weeks. So like obviously I'm going to do laundry, but I'm like, I just don't think I can get these shoes, these PB 5 stars that I've had for like 6 months that I didn't pay for, but they're good shoes. I had one pair of shoes in my pickleball shoes. It lasted
6 months? That's really impressive.
I mean, no, I haven't been playing pickleball in them. I've just been walking around in them. Like they're nice. I never played pickleball in them. Well, I did for one tournament. But anyway, and I'm like, I think I just got to get rid of them. Like I can't fit my pickleball shoes into this it's just not going to work because I'm like, I got all my sliders jerseys I'm trying to fit in now. So I'm like sitting there debating that. I got to go to the airport, and here comes Ben, like just sort of walking by himself. He's like, "Hey, Alex, what you doing?" I was like, "Dude, I got to toss these shoes." And like, I got my rental car, this like beat up Chevy, and I look over and Ben, he's like, "All right, man, good luck." He's like, "See you at the next event." I'm like, "All right, Ben, see ya." And he hops into this like burnt orange, like thick Benz, like crazy Benz. Like I've never seen one like this. And he just pulls away. I was like, "See you, Ben." I don't think it's his car. I think it's Tom Dundon's. But like, it was just funny. I'm like, there,
But he
like,
was the one
looking
driving it?
disheveled. Yeah. He walks all the way back, like he's just walking by himself for like 100 feet. I see him. I'm like, "Oh, Ben's coming." And he's like, we talk about the shoes. And he's like, "All right, see ya." He's a cerebral cat, man. Like he doesn't say much. Can't be like, he can't be walking around or he's going to be taking pictures the whole time. Like I like freaking just stand there in my jersey. No one's a few people will be like, "Hey, see," but that's about it.
Right. He was like deliberately waiting for it to like empty out kind of thing. And
well, yeah, I'm just saying, like, he can't really, like, if he's going to go, he can't like sit on the bench and watch a match. I can, you know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, he can, but it's like, it's going to be annoying for him. But he's a cerebral cat, man. He doesn't say much. He just goes out and does his thing. So that was kind of crazy to see. Aside from that, like Alex Strong, I thought played her freaking tail off all weekend, man. Like she, it's tough. Like Paris was out. You're coming in, for one event. Like who knows what happens going forward? But like her counters and resets and defense was so impressive to me. And she's a little bird, man. Like she's a tiny little bird. She freaking can counter the heck out of that ball. And just like a super nice kid. So
I heard that Kamito paddle is like insanely stiff, like the stiffest paddle out there. Which it wouldn't surprise me if the counters were very poppy. And
yeah,
obviously she swings. I feel like she swings. Low-key, she kind of swings big. Like
she's putting a lot into short backswing, but like she freaking throws her whole body into it. She's got to. But yeah, I didn't know her very well. She's a sweet kid. Danny's great as well. But I was super proud. Like Alex just played amazing. So I don't know. It's like, what do you do going forward? Because you got Paris back. I don't know. But she definitely deserves to like be like she's very, very good. And I thought she really rose to the occasion because like tough spot to be in. She like her and Danny went 4-1 in women's doubles. Like their only loss was to ALW in Georgia,
which is a tough matchup. But yeah,
right.
Like, that's pretty impressive. That's a 4-1 against that field is no joke.
Yeah, and then again, so going back then after we beat the Fives, we ended up beating the Flash, which was pretty close, but I expected us to win that one. And then we swept the Phoenix Flames. Although, everybody's good. Like Andre and CJ were in a battle with John Trong and Cam Chafin. Like, even the Flames who went 0-4, like they're talented. Like Alexa Scholl, Yudi Castillo, like they played their butts off and it was close, like it was, every game was a battle.
Yeah.
So, all right, I am going to be at MLP Columbus this week, my hometown team, the Sliders, and no organization represents the Midwest better than Midwest Racket Sports. MidwestRacketSports.com, a leader in the industry for quite some time, many, many moons. Recently, they've gotten to pickleball, Kevin. I know you get your shoes from Midwest. I get my shoes from Midwest. You can go get yourself a Crack Paddles hat. I still think we have a few left in inventory. MidwestRacketSports.com. If you use code CP15, our usage is down a little bit. Get that code going. CP15. There are already so many incredible deals. You could get an additional 15% off on that new paddle you want, on that new grip you want, that new bag you want, those new shoes you want, that new hat you want.
Those new pickleballs you want.
Those new pickleballs you want. I need Midwest to get lifetime balls, but we'll talk to them about that. Anyway, we're so happy to partner with Midwest Racket Sports. Go check them out right now. MidwestRacketSports.com. Code
CP15.
I said code
CP15. What do you?
I said code CP15. All right.
Never back down. Never what?
Never back down. CP15.
All right.
MidwestRacketSports.com.
Actually, quick question, because I had not really thought about this recently, but since the pro tournament I played in the Philippines was like the early rounds were one game to 11, and then it became 1 game to 15, and then just the medal matches were 2 out of 3 to 11. MLP, everything's 1 game side out scoring to 11 now, right?
Right.
Like, how do you feel about like literally it's one game. How do you feel about that format of like one game to 11? There's literally just not that much time to react to anything. Like,
I mean,
everyone's good. It's like almost like supporting like more volatility. Like, how do you manage that? Or like, how do you feel about that?
I like it. I like it. I mean, listen, man, I would die. I would pray to play a game to 11. I got 4 points, buddy. You know what I mean? Like,
right, true.
If you gave me a singles game to 11, I'd be freaking dancing in the streets. I got 4 points, maybe 8, maybe 10 if it's close. You know what I'm saying? So these guys, they got all the time in the world to figure it out. No, I mean, obviously, I think it will lead to more parity, which I think is good for the league. And good for pickleball in general. But yeah, I don't know how other way you would do it. Like 15 would be too long. Like, the matches already are pretty long. Like if they're close games, you know how pickleball is. A lot of these things are 2.5 hours. Like that's probably about right, you know?
Yeah.
If you're gonna play 4 matches. So I like it, honestly. And I like it better than Rally. Like I just do. Like, I don't know. I'm done with
Rally's tough mostly okay, at the pro level, I feel like Rally is tough because of the freeze. Like the freeze is such a bad mechanic for like, it's just like artificially like making everything so much closer.
And
like
it's just
the side out scoring is better for sure.
Yeah, but like also, and like I understand like in the past, like same thing with APP, who ultimately got rid of it. Like the logic is like it's easier for people to follow. Well, yeah, but like if you're trying to get people into pickleball, like, you know what I mean? Like when you play pickleball, you don't play rally scoring. So it's like, just get on with it. They'll figure it out. You know, it's not like tennis scoring. Tennis scoring's freaking stupid. Like what a tennis scoring means nothing. You know what I mean? Like, tennis scoring is way more complicated when you think about it.
Yeah.
Like deuce, tiebreakers, like all kinds of stuff. So I actually like it. Anyway,
you played a 6, win by 2, but the tiebreaker's at 6 all, not at 5 all. Like it was like, oh, what is going on? Like, anyway.
So anyway, what else about MLP Dallas? I mean, Andre and CJ are Andre and CJ. I love both those guys. I mean, we've got kind of a quirky cast of characters. You got the old rapper singles player. You got the Romanian, warrior. You got CJ, CJ is just such a pure soul, man. I love that kid. We were dancing on the sidelines. I like Darren a lot, who's his dad. CJ, he loves ball, man. He was watching film on the flight last night. He loves ball, and he's just he's got such pure energy. I really love that kid. And I don't know. I think for me, just being around somebody like Andre Dascu, and I've known Andre for a little bit, will be so helpful for me, like going forward. Like, I don't know, on a team format, like I'm going to be positive no matter what. Like if my team's down 8-0, I'm going to be the guy on the sidelines. It's like anything can happen, yada, yada, yada. Like, and like, historically I've been super negative in like matches where it's just me out there. Like I'm down, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, I think in the future, I'm going to be like, I can't wait to play that challenger in Portland, because I feel like I'm going to be out there and it's like, it's going to be 6-all and I'm going to hear Dascu in my ear, like, you're a freaking champion. Like, you're a warrior. This is why we do it. You want to be here. You're going to win. And I'm going to I'm going to like, you know what I mean? Like, honestly, because that's when you're around a guy like that. I definitely think there's something to be said for that. Yeah. So, and he's got his buddy, like Romanian coach, who's the same way. He's like, we need to get them on the ground and we need to kill them. I don't care if you're up. Pop is his name, Alex Pop. He's a tennis coach, pickleball coach. Anyway,
that's incredible. I love that.
That Eastern European, like, we are freaking champions. You need to believe it in your heart. And I'm like, like, you know what I mean? I don't know. Normally I'm like, I'll probably blow it, but not, there's something to be said for that mentality.
Hey, what's the saying? Like, you become like you become more like you're the company you keep.
Like
something like, the 5 closest people to you, like, you become more like them, right? And if you're surrounding yourself with champions and stuff like that, then I'm sure they're learning from you as well, but you get to for sure benefit from their like mentalities and their attitudes and everything as well. So
I'm not sure what they're learning from me, but how to be a good teammate. No,
how to say the word plod.
Plod, dude. Hey, man, I'm telling you, it might be plod. This could be a Mandela effect type of thing. It might be plod. Plod is. I'm thinking prod. Obviously, is a word.
It's definitely plod.
I think. I know. No, it's pod. Plot. Anyway.
Okay.
But okay. Overall, it was an incredible experience. Super happy to feel like I contributed a tiny bit. And yeah, I mean, look, I had a day off today in Columbus. I went to Target. I took a nap. I let my knee rest a little. And then, yeah, we got practice tomorrow. And then we got MLP Columbus this weekend. So we're the home team. I know the crowds are going to be awesome. It's indoors again, which I like. And yeah, like I'm just excited to get back at it. Then I'll have a week and a half off in Louisville. And then assuming I don't get waived, I'll be in Austin. So
I'm actually sad because I won't be able to come up to Columbus for this weekend. So got some birthday stuff for the wifey going on, and then Sunday I am competing in the brick wall up in Chicago. So
oh, nice.
Yeah, I figure I should probably get some real reps in before.
You're probably in the doghouse anyway. You've been all over the damn place. You better buy Maggie something nice.
Dude, I brought so many Filipino snacks back and some Korean snacks back from the travels. So
smart man.
Yeah. That was the plan to help with all the travel and away time.
Smart man.
I literally left. Actually, on that note, real quick note.
Sure.
I left stuff in the Philippines so that I could fit more snacks. I left a tripod over there. At the end of the tournament, like, okay, we'll talk more about the Philippines in the next pod.
Yeah, we're gonna do a full Kevin Asia recap for our next episode, by the way.
But I'm just saying, at the end of the tournament, I'm telling you, like Kwang Duong was there, Bao was there as well. And then
I'm a big Bao guy.
Yeah, and so like between them, there's two Vietnamese pros, Phuc, and I forgot the other guy's name. He's really good. And then me and James. Like the six of us, I feel like I've never thought that I was a celebrity ever. Like maybe micro celebrity just within the online pickleball world, sure, whatever. Like people come up to me and say hi all the time, whatever, fine. But that day was the most I've ever been like, wait, am I a celebrity? Like what is going on? Anything we touched, people wanted. Like because we did like any prize money that we won, we were going to give out. We were going to buy Friday paddles and toss them out to the crowd. And then after we tossed out the paddles, they were like, anything else? I threw like 3 sweaty towels that I had used during the day. And people were climbing over each other to get these gross towels. Like, but anyway, I literally like threw like extra shirts into the crowd. I threw like someone took my shorts. So I threw like wristbands. Like I threw a lot of stuff. To the crowd, and I was like, perfect. This is more room for my luggage, so I can bring back more snacks. And I was literally like, within half a pound of like the limit for the checked bag.
Yeah, so, dude,
I actually needed to get rid of all that stuff.
It's funny when you're traveling like that and you're like, if I could do it without this. Like you realize you're like, forget it. I just get rid of it.
Yeah.
But dude, anyway. Yeah, I mean, we'll wait to get into your Philippines trip, but I'm super excited to hear all about that because it looked amazing. Like I was following along on social, and I will say like the Friday guys like are very, very, very smart because in my opinion. Well, we'll talk more about this, but no one is doing what they're doing, and it's very, very, it's brilliant, in my opinion.
In Asia specifically, too.
In Asia specifically. No American
close
brand.
To it.
Yeah, like, and Yola doesn't count, like, any, like, you know what I'm saying? For any, like, brand, like a Friday that's like, all right, like, what can we do to separate ourselves in a highly saturated market? Like, brilliant is all I have to say on that. So, but we'll talk more about that. All right, I think that's about it. Again, I got practice tomorrow. We play the California Black Bears on Thursday at Pickle and Chill in Columbus, Ohio. If you're in the area, come out. I don't know. We might try to get this out before then, maybe not. But yeah, next week we'll catch up with you guys. We'll talk to you about Kevin's trip to the Philippines and maybe recap Columbus.
Yeah, and you'll have games Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Yeah, so we play 1 match on Thursday, 2 match on Friday, 2 match on Saturday, and then Sunday will be the kind of the Super Sunday, whatever you want to call it.
Gotcha, like the 2 pods combined and on Sunday.
Right. 2 pods combined. I'll be ready, man. I gotta say, I don't know. Our first few matches, I don't anticipate to go to a DreamBreaker. You never know, but especially with Paris back. But we'll see. I don't know. So I'm gonna try to get a bunch of doubles reps this week. It was weird for me last week because like there was only 5 of us, me being the 5th, and it's like,
Yeah, you're always the
all
odd
right,
one
like,
out. That's tough.
I'm like, you guys go ahead. I'll text Gabe. Me and Gabe were just practicing. Like, it's the same thing for him. Because Jeannie Bouchard just like drops.
Come.
Yeah, she's about done with pickleball. I think. I mean, I think she'll play here and there, but like she's at the French Open for the next 3 weeks. Like,
and she's not gonna like get in the doubles lineup. Like,
no, no, of course not. But like.
But she might be a singles specialist, or
yes, but I don't think Jeannie really cares, man. Like Jeannie got a bag. Jeannie likes pickleball fine. She's gotten really good at singles.
Seems like it should be a good.
She has 100. I know, but like Jack, like Jack is like more like like us.
But he looks
in the way that his entire life has been waking up on a Saturday at 6 a.m. like playing tournaments, being around the tournament scene. Like Jack's like that's who he is. Like he actually cares. You know what I'm saying? Like he's been playing pickleball training for a long time. Like he's not messing around. Like he wants to win and he wants to be very good. So like,
Jack
Jeannie,
like looks like he's genuinely having fun.
No, he does, dude. And Jack's always been super cool to me. Like we were laughing about the butt tap he gave me. And the funny thing is, in the next match, he hit like an identical shot, but as a backhand, and he tapped Augie on the butt as well, but they didn't get that. But no, he's been cool to me, and I respect that he cares, bro. He's kind of just another player out there that's trying to win. So, anyway, all right. That's MLP Dallas. I'm happy to be on the sliders. Hopefully, I know one of these days my name's going to get called, and I better go out there and not suck. But I'm going to have Andre in one ear, Kevin Dong in the other ear. Going to go out there and crack eggs and hit winners. So I think that's about all I got.
All right. Sounds good.
Guys,
see you in the next one.
See you next time. Ciao.
Ciao.
That sucks. Life's tough. Last thing I need is more stuff. It's true. I need a little more time with you and more rose with my lunch. One piece of mind. Sometimes you gotta look deep inside.